They're one of those teams that could triple their win total from a year ago. For me, it's the Denver Broncos. Their offense, I think, is going to take a next step up. Sean Payton, he's always had a really good offense. In his 17 years as a head coach in the National Football League, he's had 13 top 10 scoring offenses, including last year with the Denver Bo Nix rookie season. He's had 10 top 5 total offenses. So the body of work from Sean Payton tells you this guy knows what he's doing, and I think he's got a quarterback that's tailor-made for his system. Bo Nix has got a little more athleticism than the quarterbacks that Sean Payton is accustomed to working with, but he's got the quick snap to throw time. He's got all the elements. They added Evan Ingram. I love that in their offense. They drafted R.J. Harvey out of Florida, running back. I think the Denver Broncos offense ready to take off.
What are Payton and Denver's ceiling this year?
Super Bowl. And you just look at both sides of the ball. You know, we talked about Caleb Williams before.
What?
Well, Bo Nix played really good football. He's going to get better, take another step. That offense is going to be extremely efficient.
Oh, no.
But if you look, Bo does know. But you look at the other side of the ball, guys, that is a championship defense. You talk about Zach Allen, Nick Bonito, Jonathan Cooper, and then they went out and added 2 guys from San Francisco, Dre Greenlaw and Taloa Hufanga. They took Jahdae Barron in the first round. That's a championship defense, and I think an efficient offense. If Coach Belichick was sitting here, guys, he would always talk about how teams lose games in the NFL before you ever have to win it. This offense is going to be a lot like Buffalo's, where they're going to be efficient. They may not be flashy, but they have a smart quarterback who's an underrated athlete. And I'm telling you, this defense is outstanding. We're going to be talking about Vance Joseph as a viable head coaching candidate coming down the stretch.
Stephen, you looked like
I think something's wrong with Mike T. Listen, respect. First of all, let me say this. I'm a fan of Sean Payton. I always have been. I think he's an exceptional coach, an exceptional offensive mind. He's obviously accomplished a lot in his career, and he's the right man for the job in Denver. I'm not throwing any shade on him, but when you say this is about the 7th time you felt this way, how many Super Bowl championships does he have? 1. How many Super Bowl appearances does he have? 1. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Where's the other 6 then? I don't want to hear all that. I mean, you can throw all of this out about your confidence. The defense is the defense, and we know that Denver's got a pretty damn impressive defense.
And the Denver Broncos are ready to shock the world. This isn't just another year. It's a seismic shift in the NFL's power structure. For 8 years, the Kansas City Chiefs have ruled the AFC West with an iron fist. But a storm is brewing in the mile-high city. The Broncos, with a ferocious defense, a rising star at quarterback, and a coaching genius in Sean Payton, aren't just knocking on the door, they're kicking it down. Last season's 10-7 record and first playoff berth since Super Bowl 50 was just the beginning. In 2024, they ranked 8th in total offense and 4th in DVOA defense, proving they're no fluke. Analysts are buzzing. Could Denver triple their wins and become Super Bowl favorites? Buckle up, because we're diving into why the Broncos are the team everyone will fear in 2025. Let's start with the heartbeat of this team, a defense that's ready to terrorize the AFC. Hold on tight, because the Denver Broncos defense isn't just elite, it's a championship behemoth that's got quarterbacks shaking in their cleats. In 2024, they dominated, ranking 4th in DVOA defense, 1st in the NFL with a monstrous 56 sacks, and 3rd in scoring defense, allowing just 18 points per game. Zach Allen, Nick Bonito, and Jonathan Cooper were a 3-headed monster, combining for 24-5 sacks and leaving offenses in tatters. But Denver didn't stop there. They went all in during the offseason, snagging San Francisco's Dre Greenlaw, a sideline-to-sideline linebacker with 120 tackles in 2023, and Talanoa Hufanga, a ball-hawking safety who's a walking highlight reel despite his 2024 injury. Add first-round pick Jahdae Barron, a nickelback with lockdown coverage and instincts that scream all-pro potential, and this defense is a nightmare. The AFC West, Kansas City. You better watch out, Denver's coming for the crown. This defense is a game-changer. But can the offense keep up? Let's meet the young quarterback who's rewriting Denver's story. Bo Nix isn't just a quarterback, he's the spark of a new era in Denver. In his 2024 rookie season, he set the NFL ablaze, throwing for 3,775 yards, 29 touchdowns, and just 12 interceptions with a 93 passer rating that screamed veteran savvy. He didn't just play, he led the Broncos to a 10-7 record and their first playoff appearance since 2015, finishing third in Offensive Rookie of the Year voting. Training camp reports in 2025 are straight up electric. Nix is carving up defenses, including San Francisco's vaunted unit. With surgical precision, his 74.9% completion rate at Oregon translates perfectly to Sean Payton's quick strike system, and his underrated athleticism adds a dual-threat edge. But here's the drama. Can Nix avoid the sophomore slump that's crushed so many young QBs? Or will he vault into the top 10 conversation and silence the doubters? Bo knows football, and he's ready to prove he's the future. Nix is lighting the fuse. But can Sean Payton's offense turn that spark into an explosion? Let's dive into the mastermind's plan. Sean Payton isn't just a coach, he's a mastermind crafting an offensive juggernaut. In 17 years as an NFL head coach, he's delivered 13 top 10 scoring offenses and 10 top 5 total offenses, including a respectable 16th-ranked unit in 2024 with a rookie QB. But 2025, this is where Payton's genius goes. Nuclear. He's loaded up with weapons that'll make defenses crumble. Evan Engram, the two-time Pro Bowl tight end, hauled in 614 yards in 12 personnel sets last year. A matchup nightmare who stretches the field. Then there's R.J. Harvey, the second-round rookie who racked up nearly 3,000 yards at UCF over 2 seasons, bringing speed and vision to the backfield. Cortland Sutton's 1,000-yard season, and Marvin Mims Jr. Slate 2024 surge add firepower. But here's the controversy. Critics are circling, saying Payton's 1 Super Bowl ring in 17 years doesn't match his hype. 1 ring? Really? With Nix's athleticism and Payton's brilliance, Denver's offense is ready to shut them up and make a Super Bowl run. The offense is primed, but can Denver topple the AFC West's king? Let's break down the battle for the division. The AFC West is a battlefield, and the Denver Broncos are ready to wage war. For 8 straight years, the Kansas City Chiefs have ruled, winning the division and reaching Super Bowl licks. But in 2025, Denver's ready to flip the script. Their 10-7 record in 2024 was a warning shot. Analysts predict they could triple their wins, with some calling them Super Bowl favorites. Why? A defense led by Pat Surtain II, the 2024 Defensive Player of the Year with 12 interceptions since 2022, and a revamped secondary with Hufanga and Barron. Offensively, Nix and Payton are building a machine that rivals Buffalo's efficiency, averaging 24.8 points per game last season. But here's the heart of the drama. Can they solve Patrick Mahomes? Last year's 16-14 loss in Kansas City was a gut punch, with Travis Kelce's 4th-down touchdown sealing Denver's fate. With a brutal 2025 schedule road games against Baltimore, Cincinnati, and Kansas City, the Broncos face a gauntlet. Will they seize the AFC West crown, or will the Chiefs' dynasty crush them again? The AFC West is a powder keg, but how does Denver stack up across the NFL? Let's talk draft picks and fantasy stars shaking up the league. The 2025 NFL Draft was Denver's master plan to build a dynasty. At No. 20, they snagged Jahdae Barron, a versatile corner whose 4 interceptions at Texas in 2024 scream all-pro potential. At No. 60, they grabbed R.J. Harvey, the UCF star who piled up nearly 3,000 rushing yards over 2 seasons. A pass-catching weapon, poised to dominate in Payton's system. Harvey's a fantasy football gem, projected to outshine the injury-prone J.K. Dobbins, who's played just 24 games since 2021. Across the league, the New York Giants are counterpunching with Tyrone Tracy Jr., who rushed for 839 yards as a rookie and is eyeing 1,200 yards in 2025, with Russell Wilson at the helm. Wilson's Giants, paired with Malik Neighbors' 1,145 yards last season, could challenge Denver's rise. The drama is real. Will Denver's draft picks and fantasy stars like Harvey propel them to the Super Bowl? Or will rivals like the Giants steal the spotlight? The NFL is a tinderbox, and 2025 is ready to explode. Denver's stars are rising. But is it enough for the ultimate prize? Let's wrap up with why the Broncos are the team to beat. So, what's the ceiling for the 2025 Denver Broncos? Super Bowl or bust? This isn't blind hype, it's destiny carved in stone. With a defense that led the NFL with 56 sacks, a young quarterback in Bo Nix who threw for 775 yards as a rookie, and Sean Payton's offensive genius, Denver is a juggernaut. They've got it all. A top 3 scoring defense, an offense that averaged 8 points per game, and a draft class built to dominate, but the doubters are loud and vicious. Payton's got just 1 ring in 17 years, they sneer. Can Knicks handle the playoff pressure? They taunt. To them, I say, watch this space. The Broncos aren't the AFC's underdog anymore, they're the hunters. Kansas City, Buffalo, Cincinnati, none of them are safe. As training camp buzz skyrockets and the season looms, one thing is undeniable. Denver's not chasing respect, they're chasing glory. Are you ready for a mile-high miracle? The stage is set, the stakes are sky-high, and the Broncos are ready to dominate. Hit that subscribe button, drop your predictions in the comments, and let's see if Denver can claim the throne.